Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I do have a new scammer for you guys. Like I promised, her name is Faith and she scams over on TikTok, of course. Um, she started out scamming over on Meet Me, an app called Meet Me. And while she was over there for 5 years, she managed to scam $842,000 in a 5 year period. She has been banned, IP banned, everything banned from using Meet Me. So where did she decide to go from there? Well, where all these big scammers go when they get kicked off of other platforms. Where else? TikTok. So here we go, another TikTok scammer. Now, I do know that she has scammed in the last 279 days $7,654. Now, that is not including gifts. I'm not even sure if that's the full amount for the behind the scenes scamming amount, but with gifts, it's way higher, way higher. She tells people that she needs money for emergency situations, and people throw gifts at her, or she goes behind the scenes and tells people she needs money for certain things. And she doesn't just say, I need $20 here or there. She's not a Lisa. No, I'm talking anywhere from $500 to $5,000. She's asking people for this money, very specific and in very large amounts. She uses her disability. Now, I have heard she has cerebral palsy, but there's been other reports that she has something else. I'm not sure. As far as I know, it's cerebral palsy, and that's what I'm gonna go with because that was what I've heard as far as people that know the family. So anyway, she will use her disability to scam people. She tells people that she's being abused by her parents and has to move out, but knows that she can't move out on her own. She knows she can't just move out, but she'll tell people, I got this assisted living and I need money to move. She's on SSD and she's got other uh, resources that she can use because of her disability. There is no reason for her to be asking people for thousands of dollars to move. She also worked for Disney. She was a customer service representative for Disney. Disney is now going after her for defamation. She has told everybody she was fired because she has a disability, which is untrue. She was actually let go because her behavior on the phones, her behavior, period, with the job is the reason why Disney let her go. There is a representative from Disney, I guess, speaking out. I will get more information on that for the next video, but that needed to be added to this one. She also has people gifting her concert tickets, but then behind the scenes has people fundraising for money to purchase these tickets. So she's getting the tickets free, but yet still getting money saying she needs to purchase these concert tickets. I mean, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. The amount of money this girl has scammed already in just the short time that she's been on TikTok is insane. Um, she also one of the biggest things that's come out right now is she created a fake warrant and then sent it to some people saying that she needed help paying the warrant off, and it was a different amount whoever she spoke to. It has come out that this warrant was fake. Now she's going with a narrative of somebody else faked it and sent it to her, and it had her scared. She by the things that she says and the things that she said about the warrant, it's clear that she's the one that faked this warrant and then sent it to people saying, I need $300, I need $500, I need this amount to pay off the warrant when it was not even a real warrant. So, anyways, I'm going to just get into a little bit of introduction here. It'll be just like when I cover Lisa. This is a commentary channel. This will not be just straight footage. You will get commentary with it, just like any other video on my channel. So let me shut my pie hole. Let's get into this video. So this little video here is going to be her pretty much introducing herself to new members, and then it goes into well, some of the controversy from right now.
So there are a lot of new faces around here. So if we haven't met, my name's Faith. I am a lifestyle creator. I talk about all things disability, lifestyle, tips, and motivational talks, and all of the things that can make you feel seen, known, and loved and appreciated. And just know that my lives are a safe space for you guys to talk and have a good time and just feel so appreciated.
Yeah, no offense here, but there are other ways to feel appreciated and to get the word out about advocacy and stuff like that without having to scam the shit out of people that you meet. Also, I would not call her page a safe place since, yeah, once you go in there and she meets you, she's already like searching for people she's going to beg money from.
And I'm so grateful for everyone here. So if you like what you see, make sure to drop a hi in the comments so I can follow you back and say hi, and stay tuned for more content. Oh, by the way, I'm going live now, so get in here before you're late. Need proof that they've sent me more than $1,900 on Cash App, PayPal, Venmo? Go ahead, show me, and I will pay you back. But until then,
Faith, people
shut
come
up.
in here every day saying that you accumulated this money off of Meet Me. Did you not try to get? Yeah, 90K. 90K is a lot of money.
In gifts.
Faith, Faith. Oh my God! Just be quiet for a second.
Listen to this. Hers was gifts. Hers was gifts.
Gifts are just as bad, Faith.
When they gift you and that money goes to your social media, where does it go?
To you?
To who?
To you?
It doesn't go to, it goes to what account? It goes to your Venmo, your Cash App, your bank, right?
It has to go to one of those accounts.
Faith, has Rita sent you money before? Rita said she sent you like anywhere from $200 to $100. Is that true?
What's your Cash App, Rita? I can go look.
Yeah, we gotta.
Tell me what your Cash App is. I'm saying if she sent me something, I will send it back. But no one has sent me more than $1,900.
And somebody just said you just got them for $25.
No, I feel like now people are just saying that.
Now people, what? Y'all are wild. I'm gonna go make a phone call, and y'all can talk amongst yourselves, host my lives, host your lives, do whatever you want. I'm gonna go take care of something. I'm gonna go make a phone call, but that's it. I'll see you guys in a couple more hours. The $400 that I made off of the GoFundMe. Not any of that. That $400 was spent to pay for my phone. It was meant to pay for my medication. It was meant to pay for Netflix for my parents.
Okay, so basically, if she wasn't, if she was asking for this money to pay her bills and pay her Netflix account and all that, then people wouldn't be so pissed off right now. But instead, she said she needed the money to move because her parents were so abusive, and that's why people were sending her money. I know of one person who sent $2,500, and I guess another person sent 2,000. One person who sent 2,000 managed to get their money back through Cash App, which is an amazing thing. Congratulations. I don't normally hear that happening when you catch somebody scamming, but I know PayPal does it, but I didn't know Cash App would. Anyway, so yeah, she just acts like it's no big deal, nothing wrong with what she's doing, blah blah blah.
It was meant to pay for groceries that I wanted. Because let's be real, moving did not happen. It wasn't a thing that I could control. It was out of my control. Nonetheless, I should not have given or used that money. I should not have given the idea or the thought of using that money for other things and entertaining that. I shouldn't have done that. I see where I went wrong, and honestly, I just want this all to be over. I want to take the accountability for it and be done.
Okay, so yeah, I hear what she's saying here, but in order for her to do that, she's going to have to actually be honest, because even in this, she's not being honest. She's only talking about $400. There was way more than $400. There was a couple $1,000 that she was given to make this move. She did a GoFundMe to make this move. She made quite a lot of money, and she's just not taking accountability for everything. And that's where the problem lies. And then she wants to blame everybody else. Never her fault.
And at the end of the day, I'm sorry for all the people I've hurt. If you want me to be honest, I'm going to be honest from now on. I've really been trying to be a new person, and I shouldn't have used those money for other things. But in all honesty, I needed that money.
And there we go. Apology right out the fucking window. I mean, really? So basically, what she's saying now is, I apologize for scamming you people by making you believe I'm moving out and needed that money because it was an emergency that I move out. But actually, I needed the money for my Netflix payment and my phone bill and food, all this DoorDash that I do. And so I can gift thousands of dollars, or hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to other content creators just so I can get clout off them. That's not an apology. That's not taking accountability. Not at all. That's where the problem lies, right here.
After moving didn't go through, I still need to sustain myself. I still need to live, and I'm not asking for money.
So wait, after the move didn't happen, because you knew the move was never going to happen, because I'm going to show you a clip after this where she admits that she can't move out. Then she just needed the money to sustain herself? Really? You get disability payments for that reason. Use that. If it's not enough for the lifestyle you wish to live, get a fucking job. I don't know. Why is that such a hard fucking concept for people to do as an adult?
I haven't asked for money since June.
Okay, so that in itself is also a lie. Somebody did come forward the other day and let everybody know that Faith actually tried hitting her up for $500 the other day. So, like, I don't get it. What is it with these people? And I mean, and this girl's literally asking for hundreds of dollars. She's not just doing a Lisa and asking for 10, 20, $30 multiple times a day. She's asking for serious amounts of cash here.
I haven't asked for shit. I haven't asked for diddly squat.
Well, that's awesome that you haven't asked for shit or diddly squat. The problem here is you keep asking people for money.
Diddly squat. Last month was June. Like I said, like, I don't understand.
I mean, clearly we get that you either don't understand or you're just playing dumb and pretending like you don't understand. Honestly, I think she knows right from wrong, and I think she knows what she's doing is fucked up. She knows exactly what she's doing. She wants money. Her disability is not enough for her, so instead of getting a job, she comes online on TikTok, makes people feel sorry for her, lies and tells people she's being horribly abused by her parents, which we're fixing to dive into that next too. And then manipulates the hell out of people until they give her a buttload of money. And then she doesn't use it for what she says it's going to be used for, and then tries to make excuses for that. It's the typical TikTok scammer.
I don't dry beg for my loans. I am taking care of it. Guys, do you want me to be accountable? Or are you guys just gonna sit here and bully me?
So I was watching the chat. I saw no bullying whatsoever. I saw people calling her a liar and putting truth out there. But I'm still waiting, and I'm sure everybody else is still waiting for Faith to take accountability. I mean, yes, that's what people are waiting for, Faith, is for you to be accountable, and you still haven't. Apologizing and saying that you shouldn't have done this, and then throwing that twist in there, but I had to sustain my life living. I had to pay my Netflix, and I had to buy my DoorDash and all this other shit. No, what you should have done is you should have, number one, never done a GoFundMe to move when you knew yourself that you cannot move. Okay, that would have been the first step. The second step would be by doing that and scamming people. Okay, you did it. You should have just sent everybody their money back, plain and simple, including those who gave you money on the back end. But yeah, didn't think about that one.
No. Do you want accountability or do you want me to be a bitch? Because I can be both.
The fact that you scam these people and then you have the nerve to sit there and threaten to be a bitch to them because they want you to take accountability and they're calling you out on your lies. My God. You are lucky that you have any followers left. But I did forget to mention in the intro that Faith has purchased more than half of her followers and views. I will have the proof of all of that. That'll be in a separate video all on its own.
Okay. I am. I said I'm sorry for doing what I did. I take full accountability. I know what I did was wrong. I shouldn't have used that money for other things. But in all honesty, I needed that money and I don't have the money to pay it back. And you're not going to get it back because I don't have it to give you.
Well, there you go. She scammed money from you, and flat out, you are not getting that money back. I mean, she just flat out says it. Yeah. I
So
would
basically, she's
totally
sorry
press
that she
charges.
scammed you.
100%.
She's sorry that she hurt
You can
you.
get it back.
But at the
You're
end
just
of the
not going to get
day,
it back
you're not getting your
voluntarily
money
from
back.
her.
So
You
leave
would
me the
literally
fuck
have to take
alone,
her to court for this.
or I'm gonna be a bitch
And
to
a
you.
judge will make
That's
sure you get your
basically
money
what
back.
she's saying.
Since that's the
Like,
way
what
she
is with
wants
the
to play this.
entitlement in these people?
On TikTok,
So
I've never
y'all
seen
just
so much
leave me
entitlement
alone. I've
and
said
brattiness
I'm
and just
sorry. I've
plain
apologized.
disgusting behavior
There are
in my whole
people that
life,
I've
as
hurt,
I've seen
and
on
I'm
TikTok.
sorry for
Like,
that.
this is just absolutely
And at the end of the
disgusting
day,
behavior.
that's all that needs to happen.
And I did forget to bring this up, but where I say she knows right from wrong, one proof of that, and we're going to watch the video of it or the live stream video of it where she actually admits that she did do this. But when she wants money from you, I guess she asked this one girl for $3,000 and the girl said she didn't have it or wasn't going to give it to her or something. Faith's go-to is, if I don't get that money, I'm just going to off myself. So she uses the suicide manipulation tactic to get money from people, or at least try to get money from people. I mean, absolutely disgusting, absolutely gross. This is just ridiculous.
I'm sorry, okay? Y'all need to just stop, leave me alone. I took accountability for what needed to be taken accountability for, and that's it. What do you want me to do? I've said it already. No, I don't.
Your reasoning for being on TikTok is for you to raise enough money so you can live on your own?
Not on my own, but because if we're honest, it's...
Oh, they wanted me to ask you. Okay, before you answer that, they wanted me to ask you one more thing. They said, what about the warrant?
The warrant is fake.
It's fake?
Yes.
So you made a fake warrant?
I did not make it, no.
I'm confused.
Why are you... Here's the question. Why are you assuming that I made something? You said...
Oh, no, because that's what the chat is saying. That's why I'm asking you. I'm not assuming. I'm literally asking you questions and I'm letting you answer it.
Oh, well,
yeah.
No, the warrant is fake. And I know that, like, people will say it.
So who made the warrant?
I don't know. I got it sent in a text message.
So this is the warrant that she showed people and then asked them to help her pay it by sending her the money. The first thing I noticed when I looked at this was this on the side over here on the right-hand side. Usually that would say filed. There's no filed, there's no seal on this, and a sergeant is not going to just sign it SGT. They're going to sign their name. So where she says, I don't know, just somebody sent it to me, people said that she actually took this and sent it to people and said she needed money to pay this. So not sure if she actually created this on her own to scam money out of people, but I mean, anybody else would have looked into this. Like, I don't know, called the courthouse or the sheriff's office to find out if it were real.
I wouldn't send myself a text message telling me to send myself $2,500.
Wait, huh?
I wouldn't send myself a warrant. But it was good talking to you.
Okay.
But I'll see you later.
I mean, you've made up other scenarios like you have to move out. It's an emergency situation because your parents are so horribly abusive to you more than once to scam people out of money. So I really wouldn't put it past her to actually create a warrant and then tell people it was sent to her. Warrants are not text message to you, by the way. She just kind of told on herself with that one, where she said, I wouldn't have texted myself this warrant and then texted myself to send myself $2,500. Huh? Yeah. There's just so much, and I still have to dive into this. Again, this initial video is just getting you guys acquainted with what's going on.
Hopefully, we can talk more some other time.
Okay, Faith.
Goodbye.
She sent this form to Ash and said she needed $300 because she has a warrant out for her arrest.
Asking me to ask my
Faith fucking manipulator.
You didn't think it was
white? Shit, she'll find every way to find a way to get money.
Oh, she got off, so she's probably watching.
Oh yeah,
Faith, you want to come in a box?
She did kind of try to get me with the whole Florida thing too. She tried to get me to
Well,
send
that's what
me.
we were telling you. Do
Oh
not.
my god. Well, I told my boyfriend about it, and he was like, "No way." He's like, "See if she'll send it to you. What she says if you ask her to send it to you."
Yeah, she wanted you to send the money so she can just collect it.
Yeah.
She wasn't really going to book the Airbnb.
That's a felony, what she just did on this paper.
She called me and told me that y'all were coming and asked me if I wanted to go down, because it's not far from me, if I wanted to go down and pay a portion. And I'm like,
that, but it's very, very, very difficult to do that when you live with someone 24/7. No one on this app can tell me that they have any idea what my life is like, regardless of what I've done, regardless of how they feel. No one can tell me, the person living it, that it's not a bad situation, or I am not right to feel the way I feel.
So before we continue with this live, which is kind of long, and I'm only going to have what needs to be in this video, so it'll be cut down. Let's go ahead and see some of the clips of how she treats her parents. Her parents are her caregivers. They take care of her every need, everything, like everything. Without her parents, she could not survive on her own. So, yeah, let's just dive into that, because she likes to claim that she's the one being abused constantly, but her parents seem to say a totally different thing. And the people who seem to have been her friend at some point also seem to side with the parents, not with Faith.
She doesn't want to get out of bed. She's negative on her account. We are trying to help her move her account. And people on this app are saying crap to her and brainwashing her.
They're not brainwashing me, you dumb fuck!
Faith, well, Faith, come here. This is Granny. Faith, come here. Talk to Granny. Okay.
Well, you're my caregiver, so buck up, Buttercup.
the furniture. Okay? And your phone is on.
Yeah. Don't touch it! I pay for that shit!
Okay. You're trying to get content.
Because the way you treat me is ridiculous.
You want to tell everybody that you have,
They know!
thousands
They know! They know!
and you're trying to bamboozle us.
I'm not trying to bamboozle you.
Back up.
Give me my fucking phone.
You're blocking my way.
Give me my phone.
Back up.
I pay for that shit.
Back up.
Chair. You need your chair. You need the chair.
You bitch.
She's trying to get content.
No, I'm not, you bitch.
And
Fuck
she's
off.
using us for everything.
No, I'm not, Mom.
Taking
Shut
our
the
money
fuck up.
away. Yeah.
You can't tell me to go to my room, you fuck. I live here too.
Okay. What is it you're after?
I'm after you. Stop saying that he made a mistake. He didn't.
Okay, what do you want me to say?
Say that he was wrong.
He was wrong.
Okay. And then
He
say, don't
overreacted.
call it a mistake.
He
He
overreacted.
didn't. He knew exactly what
Okay,
he said.
you know what? Come here.
You're an idiot.
Okay. You're not able to control the drink.
I am. My arm hit it.
Right. So it was an accident and it's over. We cleaned it up.
I don't need to just be banished to my room every time you don't like
You were
something.
in the room. You banished me. We were supposed to watch a movie.
I don't want to watch a fucking movie with you. I said I needed a break.
Okay, so why are you coming after me in my room?
Because you said something that was wrong.
What did I say was wrong?
You said that Dad made a mistake.
Yeah.
He didn't make a mistake.
Faith, you want content.
I don't want content.
You're using us
I'm trying.
viewers.
I know I'm not.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
Why don't you tell your viewers that you have made yourself bankrupt and you
Yes! They know! They know!
To us,
They know!
you're always asking us for money.
I'm not, Mom. I'm not.
You know what? I'm not going to give you the money.
Well, fuck you. Goodbye.
Now you're banishing me.
Because I don't want to banish you, but you're being an ass to me.
I'm not. I didn't say anything. I came and cleaned
But
it up.
don't say you made a mistake. Please. That's all I'm saying.
I said he overreacted.
Yeah.
Okay?
You said he made
And
a
I
mistake.
asked him.
I'm not.
Hey, you cannot abuse us.
I'm not abusing you.
Yes, this is abuse.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Because you don't think that what you're doing is okay?
What are we doing?
Oh my
They
God.
do nothing but take
Taking
care of
you
you,
from
and you
care of
abuse them
That
mentally
doesn't
and
mean
verbally.
that you don't do hurtful things.
Like what?
Oh my God.
Like what?
Like what?
Yeah, like what?
The fact that you don't understand that your words hurt. And if you don't agree with something,
What word?
yes. Yeah. No. 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 I said
Okay,
that.
you know what?
It's not about
let
money.
me, can I say something?
What?
You did.
I'll say something.
I sent it, but that doesn't mean that it's not fucking true.
Okay, can I say something?
What?
Can I?
Yes, what?
Okay. You've given a bunch of money to this app,
Yeah.
and now you're hurting,
Yeah.
and you're trying to get it back.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. And you're coming after us, and you're going after everybody
You
else.
don't want me.
I already gave you $3,500.
Yeah.
Okay?
You offered.
I gave it, and it's gone.
Okay.
And I'm not giving anymore.
That's fine.
And you had said you were going to pay me back.
And I can once I get
No,
it
you
straightened.
cannot. You need to stop.
I understand that. I'm bettering myself. But the fact
This is not bettering
the
yourself.
fact that you answered Kristen Cole is insane.
Why?
Because she's not my friend.
Well, she's proven to me that she is.
Well, Beardy, you're not my fucking mother. If you cared, then you wouldn't called me. All of these people.
Everybody has tried saying
No, they haven't.
We did talk.
asked you to stop.
No.
You have my phone number. We talked all the time, and for you to just kick me to the curb like you
I
did-
didn't kick you out, Brandy.
Yes, you did.
Don't do that.
Yes, you
No,
did.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
didn't.
Don't sit
Wait,
there and lie.
Brandy, stop. Let me speak.
That's your
I
problem.
didn't.
You speak too much. You need to
No,
listen.
Brandy,
You don't let anybody
Brandy.
So one of the biggest things I am noticing with Faith is she automatically assumes that she is entitled to whatever she wants because she's disabled. And then afterwards, when she scams people and does all kinds of other shady shit, she believes that because she's disabled, that the police can't do anything. That because she's disabled, she is above the law. And then you'll see some more of that here soon, where she actually straight out says, they're not going to do anything to me. So that was her biggest mistake, was saying that. Because there are 4, and as of this morning, now 5 people filing charges against her. So where she seems to think that she's above the law because she's disabled, she's about to find out a hard slap of reality that she's not going to like very well at all.
The only reason you're mad is because I am friends with someone you don't like.
No, that's not why. I don't
Why
care.
is it?
You allow people to come in there and call your real
He didn't
friends.
say anything wrong.
Can you just listen?
So here they're talking about somebody that Faith allows in her box to use the R word and the N word repeatedly without any care in the world, no matter who it offends, no matter what people feel about it. And instead of shutting it down, Faith just laughs and giggles.
You allow people to come in there and call others names, and then when someone else tries to defend themselves, you kick them out of the box and don't let them say
Because
anything.
you're trying.
No, it's true, Faith. You do that. You do that to us.
I do that to you because you are hurting me.
No, because every time I want to tell the truth and the other
No,
side.
you were
You try
telling
to
me
silence
that.
her.
Kristen said You're
Fuck
going
Kristen.
no.
Yes.
He's saying you're bashing us every day.
I am. Because that is a fact. You have hurt me.
Okay.
Do you
The
not
fact
understand
The
that?
fact that you don't understand.
You take care of me? Yes. You physically take care of me. You keep me alive.
Everything you have.
You keep
because
me
of us.
alive. You help me function.
Yes,
But that does not mean that you treat me correctly.
we do.
You don't. And you're delusional. And you don't see it.
Okay, you know what, Faith? You think you can do better?
Yes.
You can leave.
How?
Anywhere you want to go. The problem is
How do you no,
Even
when I did.
when you did, you gave it away.
No,
You
Mom,
have given
I asked,
thousands of dollars away.
no, because I asked you.
And I want to know who the hell these people are that are getting your money. Who are they?
People have asked. And
because they asked you to give them money? The money you don't have.
Mom.
It almost sounds like buying friendships, in my opinion here. It's like anybody that asks her for money, she's going to give it to them, hoping that they will become her BFF. But the problem here is she doesn't have the money to give people. She doesn't have the money to gift on TikTok. So she scams for that money. And then that's what she does. Now, again, it's not just giving people money or gifting so much on TikTok. She's actually level 32 as a TikTok gifter, which is quite high in the level. I know when you get to level 50, that means you have gifted close to or right around $1 million in gifts on TikTok. So, and her being level 32 says a lot. That's a lot of money. And this money that she is gifted has not been her own. Now, again, she gets disability payments. So, if she runs through that in an hour on TikTok, that doesn't mean she has the right to scam people for money so that she can then get DoorDash and pay her Netflix bill. It's absolutely ridiculous the way she feels entitled to everybody else's money. And then when people call her out on it, she becomes the victim.
Like, look.
And then you tell people you're going to kill yourself if you don't get the money back.
No, I didn't say that.
Wait, Faith, hold on. Faith, Mom, when you say that out loud, like, you say you're gonna blank yourself, it can get Bearded's account taken. So can we say like a different word than just saying like, oh, you're gonna yourself? Just so we don't get the live taken, that's all.
Yeah, but like, here's
but
the
Faith,
thing.
you would have liked me. Well, I unmodded myself and blocked you, but when you asked me for 3,000 and then say you're gonna off yourself because you need that 3,000 and then
because I can't do it by myself.
You can't do what?
You expect me to not say that when in reality I need the help?
Yeah, we expect you to figure out your finances on your own and get yourself out of bankruptcy, not threaten to kill yourself because somebody won't give you $3,000. This is just absolutely ridiculous. So she wants $3,000 for God knows what. It's probably not even to get herself out of bankruptcy because then, well, that's helping herself. Instead, it's probably for something stupid. But telling somebody that they claimed was their friend, I'm going to kill myself if you don't give me $3,000. Complete bullshit. And then her response to it is, well, what else did you expect me to do? You think I'm not going to because you won't help me? These people need to realize help is one thing, but relying on people for financial stability because you are too lazy to help yourself is beyond bullshit anymore. Like, this is just absolute bullshit. She's capable of getting a job. She proved that by being a customer service representative for Disney. But that's too easy. Well, actually, it's easier begging and scamming people on TikTok.
You needed it for what? Tell me what you needed it for, to get a place. And listen to me. I tried to sit there and explain to you on the phone, like the time, the one night when you called over and over. When I said to you, Faith, you can't just go get not a hotel, I'm sorry. You can't just get an apartment because by yourself. Because you
I
need
wouldn't
someone to.
be by myself, T.
No, let me talk. Me and your conversation, you want to be on your own and get an apartment. I explained to you would need somebody to help you 24/7.
Of course.
Just like your parents.
Of course.
But the minute that I can't give you, it's not that I couldn't. The minute I didn't give you the money, you want to off yourself.
Because guess what, T?
What?
Okay? That is a true statement. And as much as you don't think it is. Because I don't have the ability to just pay it off myself. I don't.
So you don't have the ability to pay off these large amounts of loans that you took out. So you turn around and ask your friend for the loan amount, and because she won't give it to you, you threaten to commit suicide. This is called manipulation. This is called scamming. That's basically what it is. You're manipulating somebody into giving you something. You're threatening to unalive yourself if this person doesn't give you money. And yet, again, Faith here thinks she's done nothing wrong. Not a single thing.
You don't have the ability to what?
Get you out of all your debts, and then you turn around and do it again.
You don't have the what?
You know what? Like,
what did you say? You don't have the what?
What's puzzling here is Faith claims she doesn't have the ability to pay off these loans. You have a certain amount of time to pay off these loans. You don't have to pay them all back at once. She gets a disability check every month. So that's how you pay it off. That's how you pay people back for scamming them. She says she doesn't have the ability to do it, to pay people back or pay off these loans, yet you get a check every month from disability. But I guess for her, the money she gets for her should not have to go to paying back loans and paying back people she scammed online. Like, no, to her, everybody else has to pay off her debts and her scamming, not her. No, her disability check is all hers. She shouldn't have to pay any of this stuff back. That's what's driving me insane right now with this. It's just absolutely disgusting.
I admit I fucked up, okay? But you can't just sit here and blame it all on me. You can't.
Yeah, they can actually blame it all on you because this is on you. These are your actions. You are the one who told people that you needed money for something that you knew you couldn't do. And you allowed these people to send you money, and then you spent all this money on frivolous things, stuff you did not need. Because you didn't have enough money. Why? You don't get enough in a disability check? Then get a job. Get a job. You're allowed to work 20 hours a week. Get a job. So clearly, she doesn't want to have to work for her money. She wants everybody to just give her their money so that she can live above her means while she lives rent-free at home, not paying any utility bills. The only bill she pays is her phone bill and her Netflix. Like, that's it. So, yeah, because she is Faith, then everybody else has to pay her way on anything she wants.
But I'm not blaming it on you. It's something that you have. I mean,
You have
maybe
to take accountability.
What else do you want me to say other than I did it and I'm sorry?
And stop doing it. Stop doing it over and over.
You can't say, I'm sorry, I'm never, like, this is like the 50th time.
You understand that it's not gonna change because I'm still in the same fucking environment.
Still trying to manipulate people. Your environment has nothing to do with what you're doing. She wants people to think that she's in this horribly abusive environment, but she's not. And yes, I've done my research on this. If anybody is abusive in this household, it's her towards her parents. And, well, anybody for that matter. I mean, hell, she's even verbally abusive to people who she claims is a friend. It's not your environment. It's the fact that you want things, you can't afford them, so you manipulate people into giving you money so that you can buy them.
If you understood how abusive and how toxic it is, you would understand that, but you don't.
What if
You
you
don't
didn't?
because you don't live there. And for Kristen to say either shut up, get out of your parents' house, go to a nursing home, or shut up and live with them is fucking disgusting.
I know that you want to. I know that you want to have your own apartment.
So here's the thing, and this will come out in part of a video that I put in this video. The whole the whole live will be in the next video, but a part of it I will put in this one. But here's the thing. She knows that she can move into a nursing home. Her parents have even told her they will take her to a nursing home. Not a problem. If that's what she wants, if she wants to live on her own, which is technically she could never live on her own. She would still need 24-hour care. So she could go live in a nursing home. Here's the problem. She says this straight out of her own mouth. You will hear it towards the end. But she knows she can go to a nursing home. The problem she has with living in a nursing home is you're only allowed $75 in your possession while you live there. And that to her is not doable. It's just not doable. Yeah.
And that is my right as a human. It's not about the money.
How in the hell are you going to get
A
into
lot of it is about the money.
Dad, it's not about the money. When I asked you to go down there, you say no.
Yeah, of course. What am I going to do? Drop you on the fucking street?
Dad, you can let me go into a facility.
But you want to go to a fucking apartment?
No. I said change my insurance. I said we will change insurances.
And then go to
a group home, and then they'll put me in an apartment.
Home right now.
Exactly.
And it's only a nursing home.
Okay.
I don't want to go to a
I don't.
Listen. Can a mom mute her?
Let them go. Hold on.
So basically, because of the care that she needs, she has no choice but to move into a nursing home where she will have 24/7 care. She can't afford some fancy smancy, place where she can afford a 24/7 care nurse to live with her. Like, she can't afford that. Her insurance probably wouldn't cover that unless she was a millionaire, which clearly they are not. She would have no choice but to go to a nursing home. She has flat out said she will not go to a nursing home. So she has no options. She wants people to think that she has an option. She can move into an apartment or whatever, but she can't. Um, this is where the manipulation comes in with her to her followers. And then her dad just calls her out right then and there. And of course, she has to yell louder above him so people don't hear exactly what he's trying to say, because it just calls her out on her lying. It's gross.
Hold on.
It'll go away in 10 minutes.
If you guys care about me, if any of you fucking care about me, you would understand that this environment is not good, regardless of what I've done or what I said.
So there we go. We've just witnessed her dad calling her out for lying, and now she's saying that the environment is not good for her. So clearly the environment's not good for her because she can't get away with whatever the hell she wants to get away with, and she can't lie online without her parents calling her out on her lies.
Faith, we have all been there for you. We have your phone number. We talk to you hours upon
Yes,
hours.
but you don't understand that it's not okay.
What?
You really don't, because you would have been understanding of the fact that I asked for help.
Faith, don't try to guilt trip me, because
I'm not guilt tripping you. Everyone would have understood.
What?
Everyone would understand.
But it's one thing. No, listen, it's one thing. Your mother paid off your debt the first time. And what did you do a couple of weeks later? You turned around and got the $5,000 loan.
No, I didn't.
The next day.
I didn't.
Oh, the next day. I thought it was a couple weeks.
No. Dad, stop.
Oh, stop.
Well, this is why she don't like Daddy. Daddy's still calling her out on her lies. So her mom paid off her first loan to get her out of debt. And where she wants people to believe that weeks later she took out another $5,000 loan. But no, daddy's there to correct that one really quick. It seems like it was the day after her mother paid off the first loan that Faith turned around and took out another $5,000 loan. Like, what? Really? I mean, this is just like, this is crazy. And she does this. She takes out these high amount loans and then she lies about why she needs money online and collects this money, but doesn't even pay off the debt she already had. She just creates more debt. And from what I understand, actually, somebody had already told me about this. Some of her loans are international. The fact that she only gets disability tells me if she's able to get these $5,000 loans, especially international loans, she is falsifying financial information on these loan applications. That is huge no. Like a huge no. Now, she'll sit here and say it was when she was still working at Disney. And I guess she stopped working there in June or July. I can't remember. She'll say it here in a moment. But um, even working at Disney, you didn't make enough to get approved for all these high amount loans.
Because that's not true.
It's not true?
It was a week.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
It
no.
was, it's not the same day. It was the next day.
Faith, it was the next day. You told me, and I have it in messages. It was the next day, Faith. You got a loan, and then you sent me
Because people have asked.
Okay?
Because people have asked.
Asked what?
But you're not
Asked what?
able-bodied. You're not able-bodied to give somebody else, an able-bodied person, money. We had this conversation
Many times.
at the beginning of the month.
So her excuse here is because people ask her for money. Are they asking you for money or are they asking you to pay them back because you scam the shit out of them? Like, that's what I'd like to know. And has anybody seen proof that people are asking her for money so she's taking out these high price loans in order to just be this kind and generous person?
And we have paid your debt 50
No,
times.
you haven't.
We have gotten you out of
No,
debt.
you haven't.
Oh, okay.
And your mom said she gave you $300,000.
Oh, it was
3,000 is crazy.
3,000. It was 3.
So, but what about last year? What about
Last year,
this year?
I spent money. I paid off my debt last year with the money I got from Amazon. And I also went bankrupt the year before. Okay? Everyone knows that. But what you don't understand is the idea of saying, either shut up and live with your parents, living in an environment that you're not fucking happy in.
They've given you an option, Faith, to move out.
I mean, she's crying over the only 2 options in life that she has. Either living with her parents, which is what she's been doing for 28 years, or go live in a nursing home, which she doesn't want to do because you're only allowed to have $75 while living in a nursing home according to insurance. So, what's the problem? Those are your only 2 choices. And she's pissed off and crying and keeps bringing it back up that somebody told her to either just stay living with her parents and shut up or move into the nursing home. Okay, well, it's the honest truth. Those are your only 2 options.
That's not
And you
an
don't.
option.
It is an option, but
No.
you don't want to go to a
Because
nursing
that
home.
is not a life. FBI, that's
Okay,
not a life
you-
if you know it.
But okay, so
And now we are back to the original video that I started, or live stream that I started before I embedded this whole other one.
And I'm sick of it. And I know that all people want to do is run me off this app, but it's not gonna happen. I enjoy it too much.
I'm sure you do enjoy TikTok too much. I mean, you have pretty much banked by taking people's money since you've been on it. However, nobody's trying to run you off of the app. I don't think you're going to have much of a choice soon, but yeah, nobody's trying to run you off.
Can I talk to you like woman to woman? Okay? I'm not here to disrespect you, sweetheart. I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm not here to put you down. I'm not here to do none of that, okay? I had a sister that she passed away. She had Down syndrome. So, yes, I don't understand what you're going through, but I had a sister that was in a situation that she could help, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying to you is, when people put their business on social media, everybody is watching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And when you sit there and you cut off people and you disrespect your mother like that, there's some people that don't even have their mother around. You know what I mean? They don't even have their mother around. Like, you need to be grateful that you have somebody that's there for you. And I totally understand that you want to be by yourself. You want to be independent, right? That's what you want. That's it. Everybody wants that. I totally understand what you're saying about that. Everybody wants independence. But, sweetheart, you got to understand who's going to help you move around. Who's going to help you to get out, to go take a shower. Who's going to help you to use the restroom. You need to think about stuff like that.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, sweetheart, go ahead.
I understand that my parents want me to be safe and they have my best interest and they are the best caregivers that I could ever have. Mm-hmm. I'm not denying that. What I struggle with is when they say, if you don't like it here, you can leave. And then when I say, okay, I'll leave, and I come up with plans or scenarios or ideas, they tell me, no, you have to stay in Waco. You can't go anywhere else, or you have to go to a nursing home. And then they come back at me with the, oh my God, we're so tired. We don't want you to be here just as much as you don't want to be here. Well, something's got to give. You have to choose.
Yeah, if you think that you're gonna be able to manipulate Ms. Tatted Bosch, yeah. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. But here's the thing. You have run around TikTok telling everybody that your parents abused the shit out of you. They're so horrible. You can't live there no more. But then you just tell Tatted Boss that they're the best caregivers you could ever have. But then when you tell your parents different scenarios on what you want to do by moving out, they know for a fact that that is just not ever going to be possible for you. And they tell you this. And they tell you your only other option is a nursing home. And then you say that they then tell you they're tired. They're tired of dealing with you. They're tired of taking care of you. And then you had the nerve to just now say they had a choice. You're damn right they had a choice. You're sitting in that chair right there. That's the choice they made. That was the choice they made, to take care of you unconditionally for the rest of their lives. And you treat them like complete garbage. You lie about them just so you can manipulate people to scam. You should be ashamed of yourself, but we all know you won't.
I don't just wake up like this and I'm like, oh, let's be a bitch to my family today. I don't wake up and act like that. No one does, unless you're...
Sorry, that's my dog. I apologize.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying to you is, your parents, look, I try not to be involved in drama. Okay, you can ask anybody that knows me on this app. I try not to be doing the drama thing, but I feel like people are trying to explain it to you, like, hey, you put your business out here, right? Your parents are fucking frustrated, bro. Like, as somebody else would. Everybody is frustrated. Like, I live in Texas. I know exactly what town you're in. I'm literally like an hour away from you. Okay? So I'm like an hour away from you. You can get in so much trouble by the feds, by the state, by all that shit when it came to the money situation. And I'm telling you because I feel like you need to understand what I'm saying to you is, you see, Tata doesn't do drama. I don't do drama. I don't get involved in shit like that because you can get in so much trouble because you're dealing with not little bitty money. You're dealing with a big amount of money, and you're dealing with, how much is it? $90,000. That's feds.
That people willingly sent to me. I don't understand. I never
not just one person, but Faith. It's not just.
Yes, of course they willingly sent it to you. It's not like you put a gun to their head and said, "Give me money." We're aware of that. The problem here is you knowing you cannot move out on your own like literally on your own without a nursing home. Knowing this, you still told people you were moving out and it was because you were being abused by your parents and you needed the money right away, knowing damn well you were never going to use that money to move. That's where you broke the law.
It's not just one person. It's not just two people. It's several people.
Yeah, how can I get in trouble if they willingly sent it to me?
No. Listen, I would understand if it was one person's face, right? If you would have said, you know what, this person willingly just gave me this money. You know what I'm saying? But it's more than one person. So what the feds are going to look at, they're going to look at, damn. So this is just happening over and over again. So guess what? You can literally look at 15 to 20 years in the feds.
Okay, so I just figured out what she's trying to do to Tatted Boss here. She's trying to convince Tatted Boss that these people just willingly woke up one morning and thought, I'm going to give Faith a buttload of money, and gave it to her with no context behind it. She didn't do anything to engage with this. She didn't do anything to set it up. That's what she's trying to convince Tatted Mom or Tatted Boss, sorry. That's what she's trying to convince her. That's not what happened. Thankfully, Tatted Boss knows this. So we'll get back into that live. It was almost over, but there was still quite a lot left. I want to get into this live because this one happened recent. I believe it was today, either today or last night. Anyways, I want to do this one really quick, and then if I cannot fit the other one in here, it'll just go on the next video.
Like, oh my God, what did you spend it on? And if you bought food or clothes or deodorant or a vacation, I wouldn't fucking care. There is no reason. If you don't have a good intent, and even if you felt bad, if you don't feel comfortable sending something without being like, I'm gonna turn around and ask for it back, don't fucking do it.
Okay, so here Faith's new excuse is that anybody asking for money or gifts back because they realized that she lied to them on why she wanted that money or needed the money, she is basically putting all the blame on them now, saying that they had a bad intention of sending it and that they shouldn't have sent it in the first place. But here's the problem, Faith. You are the one who lied to all these people. You told them you needed the money to move, knowing you can't move. Whether you have the money or not, you cannot move until you find a nursing home you can move into. You didn't have that situated. You didn't even have that set up. So the fact that you knew 100% you couldn't move, but went online and told people you were moving and needed the monetary help to do it, and these people gave you money thinking that you were going to use it for moving expenses, you're the one at fault here. You, not them.
Just don't.
Yeah, I think so. Do they say that about the money you gift them on stream, or is it the money that you're getting off not on TikTok?
It's all of it. It's all of it. That's the thing, is like, people don't understand that with SSDI, the benefit that I'm getting, I don't have to report TikTok gifts or Cash App gifts because that's considered unearned income.
All right, so I won't read this whole thing. I'll just read what's important and what applies here really quickly. Yes, if you are receiving Social Security, Disability, SSD benefits, and you start working or your income changes, which means getting money off of TikTok, you must report it to the Social Security Administration. This applies even if your claim was approved by a judge. The Social Security Administration requires you to report changes in work status, income, and personal information. Failure to report can lead to overpayments and potential penalties, including having to repay those payments. Now, What if it's just TikTok gifts? So if you are receiving Social Security disability, you must report any income you earn, including income from TikTok, which, yes, income is gifts on TikTok, to the Social Security Administration. This applies whether you are receiving SSDI or SSI. The SSA uses this information to determine if your earning affects your eligibility for benefits or the amount of your benefit payments. Now, does the IRS consider TikTok gifts taxable income? They sure do. So the IRS generally considers gifts received on platforms like TikTok as taxable income. TikTok gifts are converted to cash. Users purchase virtual items, gifts, with real money, which creators can then convert back to cash through TikTok's monetization features. So, important considerations are record keeping. It's crucial to maintain accurate records of all TikTok gift transactions, including their fair market value at the time of receipt. Reporting. You must report this income on your tax return, even if TikTok does not provide you with a 1099 form. And this here is, well, quite important since Faith does not believe she's done anything wrong and does not believe that lying to people for money is arrestable or illegal. But lying to people to get them to give you money on TikTok, especially, and this is specifically for Texas, since she's in Texas, can be against the law and could expose you to both criminal and civil liability. Here's why. Fraud. This type of behavior generally falls under the umbrella of fraud, which is a serious offense in Texas. To establish fraud in Texas, you generally need to prove a false representation of a material fact was made, you knew the information was incorrect, you intended to deceive the victim relied on your false statement, and the victim suffered damages as a result of relying on your knowingly false information. Now, all of that falls under you. A false representation of material fact was made. You said you were moving out and you needed money to help you. Then you came back and said you knew at that time that you could not move out. So you knowingly falsified the representation of the material fact. 2, you knew the information was incorrect. You knew the information was incorrect. You knew you couldn't move, but you were telling people you needed money to move. You intended to deceive the victim. Well, the fact that you lied to them showed intent to deceive. And the victim suffered damages as a result of relying on your knowingly false information. Yes, because they are now out that money that they gave you under false pretenses. So there's this thing in Texas called the Texas Deceptive Trade Practices Act, which is DTPA. This law protects consumers from false, misleading, or deceptive acts of practices in trade or commerce. Lying to get people to give you money on TikTok would likely qualify as a deceptive trade practice, especially if you're engaging in any form of commerce on the platform. And so now let's go over TikTok policies. So TikTok's advertising policies explicitly prohibit deceptive practices, including making misleading or deceptive claims. Their community guidelines also ban fraudulent and dishonest behavior. Engaging in such actions could lead to your account being deactivated, monetization features being removed, or other restrictions. Potential consequences, criminal charges, depending on the specifics and the amount of money involved. And let's face it, with Faith, it's a lot of money. You could face criminal fraud charges in Texas, ranging from a misdemeanor to a felony. I'd say that she is in the felony range. Civil lawsuits. The person you lied to could sue you for damages under the DTPA or general fraud laws. If you are found to have acted knowingly, which you did, you have admitted that on TikTok several times now, you could even be liable for up to 3 times the actual damages. Meaning, if you took $2,500 from, oh, God, I can't even remember his name. I remember, oh, I forget who it is. But he gave you 25 or $2,400. They give you $2,500. You could actually have to pay him back $7,500 if proved guilty. plus attorney fees. So you'd also be responsible for his attorney fees. So TikTok account restrictions and bans. As mentioned, TikTok can take action against your account for violating their policies. So it is important to understand that a general request for money without any false representation or promise might not be illegal. However, if you are using deceit, misrepresentation, or false promises to induce somebody to give you money, then you are entering the realm of illegal activity. And Faith, unfortunately, you have taken up permanent residence in the realm of illegal activity.
And I've said it on the phone calls. The lawyer and not the lawyer, the paralegal said it. And on the call, the Social Security Administration lady said it. Like, everyone said it, and people are still like, no, you're crazy.
Is it not? I thought after a certain amount, you still have to report it. Like under a certain amount isn't reportable, and then over a certain amount.
So, yes, there are earning limits for those receiving Social Security disability insurance. These limits are referred to as substantial gainful activity, amounts that determine whether someone is considered disabled under SSDI. In 2025, the SGA for non-blind individuals is $1,620, so $1,640 per month, while the blind individual, it's $2,700 per month. If a person's earnings exceed these amounts, they may no longer be considered disabled for SSDI purposes.
It's under $1,620, and I don't have $1,620 in my bank account at all times.
Yeah, that's because she spends money like she breathes air. But that's not what they're talking about. They're not talking about that you have that money every single day in your bank account. I mean, yeah, they need to know, how much you're making, but it's a monthly thing, not an everyday thing.
It's how much you've made from TikTok, not just what's in your bank account. You have to report the amount that you made from TikTok.
Yeah. So when I told them today that I work at TikTok, because like I said to everyone on the live, I worked at Amazon and I reported, and it was
Yeah, you don't work at TikTok. You get money through gifts on TikTok, but you do not work at TikTok. I don't know. This is just
You're cutting out again.
because of the situation that they put me through. But regardless, like I reported the Amazon thing and I reported TikTok today because I got separated with the company on July 11th and I wanted to wait till the next month to start fresh because it's in the middle of July and like I just didn't feel right doing that. I wanted to do it on the 3rd when I got paid.
Yeah, that's not how that works. And if you start a job, you are to immediately let SSA know that you have started a job. If you lose said job, you need to let them know right away that you have lost said job, not wait until the day you get your benefits. That's not how this works. I can't with her. I can't.
Just to be fair. Because on the call, we were there. They.
So are you just, when you get money on this app, are you just turning, because I know for a fact that you can turn it into coins like immediately. Is that what you're doing? Is just immediately turning it into coins? So you still, that still counts as income.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure you understand that just because you turn it back into coins on the app, it still counts as income because you can really screw yourself over if you are not reporting all of that money.
What I will say is I report what I make. I report what I made to TikTok today.
And that's awesome. If she really did call SSDI and report her TikTok income, then that's great. She should have been doing it all along, but she wasn't. But she's doing it now. Awesome. The question is she telling them the real amount of money that she has been getting on the app? Because she seems to have a hard time telling the truth about that to anybody on TikTok, especially to the people that have given her money. She has lied about how much they've given her. So that's a totally different story. Now, Social Security Administration has full access and authority to access your financial records. So, if for whatever reason she's now flagged in the system, they can look at all of her financial records from any financial app that she uses and see exactly how much money has been coming in through TikTok. They can actually see all the money that has been sent to her by other people. That would be a problem, especially when she didn't report the real amount. SSDI doesn't do that on their own unless they're giving pretty much a reason. They don't normally do it. SSI does, but SSDI doesn't unless they're given a reason. So the fact that people may have already contacted SSA on her, and the fact that she called today and told them that she's making money on TikTok, they may actually look into these records. And at that point, she could be in a lot of trouble.
I didn't report it earlier because of what I just explained before. I wanted to do it on a new month when I got paid on the 3rd.
Now, that's not true at all because she was sitting in a live stream a couple days ago. The reasons why she's never reported her TikTok earnings to SSA is because she flat out said she didn't have to. Because TikTok gifts and any money coming in from TikTok was not IRS tax deductible, which it is, but that it also wasn't considered earned income. So she didn't have to report it. Then when the heat came on her and people started telling her, yeah, you do have to report that to your SSDI, now all of a sudden she reported it. Why would she wait just until the 3rd of this month, though? But wait a minute, we're in the 7th day of the month. So she waited even 4 days after the 3rd. So none of this is making any sense. But regardless, she should have been reporting this for the last however long she's been on YouTube, on TikTok. Isn't it been like a year or two now? And she hasn't reported any of that for the entire time that she's been on TikTok. And I seriously doubt she reported any of the over $800,000 that she got while she was on Meet Me.
Just so it would match up and it would be okay.
I would definitely report that. So people are saying, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to be honest, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say that your parents were smoozing you, like hitting you?
They are. They are very much so. My dad, for example, I said,
you're cutting up again.
For example, I said I wanted to start an OF to make extra money. I was honest with them, and I'm very transparent and blunt with them. And I said I want to start an OF, and my dad proceeded to say I'm not going to have a slut in my house.
Okay, so you told your parents that you wanted to be on OnlyFans to make extra money, which, again, just so you know, any money you'd make on OnlyFans, you do have to report that to SSDI, just so you know. But his response was, I'm not going to have a quote unquote slut in the house. While that is mean to say, it's not abuse. He said it one time. And you have people thinking that they are actually physically abusing you.
That's rude.
Strong words. So, have they put hands on you?
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Hands as in, they haven't touched me, but they touched my appendage. They touched my chair. My dad touched my chair and disengaged it. And the cops can tell you that.
So her father actually moving her chair out of the way or touching it is not considered abuse. Not sure if the cops were called this day. I know the cops didn't speak with her dad about it. She says something about that later. I will, touch base on that when it gets to it. But she has a bad habit of calling the police for any frivolous thing that she thinks her parents is doing to her, and nothing has ever been done to her parents because it's not considered abuse. So, yeah, she likes to lie about her parents abusing her to make people feel sorry for her.
So, is that just the only instance that it's happened?
That they
that it got physical like that?
Yeah. It's always been
That was in response to whenever you ran him over, though, right?
No, that was a separate day.
A separate instance? Okay, because that was made out to be that was the same day.
No.
So, have you reported this to anyone? Because I know, do you regularly have a nurse come and see you? Like, do you go to the doctor, all of these things?
No, ma'am, because I'm not allowed to have another nurse in my house because my parents are my caregivers and they get paid by the state. And if I bring another caregiver in, I'm going to have to go to a nursing home.
Okay, so that right there is false. So basically, insurance would only pay for a nurse to come in 8 hours a day. Okay. Faith wants a nurse 24/7, not just 8 hours a day, but 24/7. If her parents were to hire a nurse to come in 24/7, they would have to pay out of pocket after that 8 hours. Her parents cannot afford to do that. And we all know here Faith wouldn't do it because it's not, buying herself something or gifting people on TikTok. So she wouldn't do it. Here's another thing is she demands a male nurse to take care of her with a relationship attached. Yeah, that's not going to happen either. So basically, she wants somebody else to take care of her, but she'll probably just end up abusing them as well. Her parents are only able to bathe her once a week, and this is because Faith refuses to shower. They have to force her to take a shower once a week. Faith sits in a diaper all day long and all night long in whatever she has soiled herself in for the day and the night. Because going to the restroom takes her away from TikTok Live. Being changed takes her away from TikTok Live. They went on an outing and Faith completely soiled herself the whole time she was out. And then when they got home, her parents had to force her to take a shower to clean her. What she'll do is she'll take her phone with her, go live on TikTok, mute it until she's in the shower. Then she will unmute it and start yelling and screaming as if her parents are hurting her while they're showering her, which is not the case. They're just showering her. So while she wants to sit there and say she's not allowed to have another nurse in the house, that is not true. She can, but they can only be there 8 hours a day. And they're not allowed to have a relationship with her, which is what she wants a male nurse for. So, yeah, just more lies coming out of Faith.
Okay, so you should at least be seeing a doctor, and usually they will.
But only when I'm sick.
Well, they should be asking you, do you feel safe at home? Is anyone hurting you? Things of that nature. Do you report this?
Of course, I reported it to the police.
And what did they do about it?
They talked to him and said, if you do that again, you'll go to jail. And of course, my dad laughed at me when I said I was calling the police. But I think he got the picture once the police came and said.
So again, this is not true. Now, it's partially true, but not fully true. The true part of it is she did call the police. She calls the police on her parents all the time. The untrue part is the police telling her dad that, because there was no abuse whatsoever and she wasn't able to prove it.
So usually they'll look into it, and because there is such thing as adult protective services. People in the chat are saying that you didn't call the cops.
Well, my parents can.
So do you plan to keep living at your parents' house? You do? Yes, I couldn't hear you.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So when are y'all moving out? When are you moving out?
This is the problem. I always have the intention to move. Finding the right place with the right care is the issue.
Yeah, there really, I don't think is any intentions of her moving out because there's only two options for Faith here. One is she stays with her parents, or two, she goes to a nursing home. Faith has made it very, very clear she does not want to go back to a nursing home. So Faith doesn't really have the intentions of moving out. The only intention she has is telling people she's moving out, knowing she can't. And as long as she tells people she's moving out and makes them believe that she's being abused and make them feel sorry for her because of her disability, people will continue to throw money at her. Her only intention was to get as much money as she possibly could.
My intentions to move never change. I mean, I'm a 28-year-old woman. I don't want to live with my parents for the rest of my life. That's not deception. That's just a fact. That's never going to change.
And that's absolutely 100% understandable. I mean, what 28-year-old really wants to live with their parents with or without a disability? The problem here is with the deception, where she told everybody she needed help moving out, but knew she couldn't move out because, again, her only option is a nursing home. So she told everybody she was going to move out. She just needed the money to do it, made everybody think that's what she was going to use the money for, knowing that money was not going to be used to move because she is not able to move out and live on her own. That's where the deception was. That's where it became illegal.
So do you think that you need to start saving this money if that's your intention is to move out?
Even if I save the money, no matter how much money I save, I will have to go through them.
Okay, so this is another lie. She does not have to go through her parents. If she wants to move out and move back into a nursing home, she is more than welcome to do so. Here's the thing. Her parents are her caregivers, they are not her guardians. She has a full guardianship over herself. Let's say her parents wanted her out. Like they are tired of taking care of her. She's a spoiled, entitled brat, and they're done with it. They're done being abused. They don't want to deal with it no more, and they want her to go back to the nursing home. They can't just do it. They can't even go to a judge and require it. They would have to literally do a legal eviction on her to get her out of that house. Now, Faith can at any time sign herself into a nursing home. Her parents have nothing to do with it. Her parents cannot stop her from going back to a nursing home. Her parents are totally fine with her moving back into a nursing home if that is what she chooses. But her parents cannot stop her. She can go back, she can order an Uber and go. But her trying to say that her parents are trying to stop her and forcing her to live there is a complete lie.
So this is why I do what I do. Because I fought with them for the past 8 years to just drive me to the city of my choice, take me to a hospital, and leave. Because that's the safest plan of action.
So the safest plan of action, according to her, is to just drive her wherever the fuck she wants to go and drop her off in front of whatever hospital and leave. That's not the safest plan of action. And as a matter of fact, she's already done that herself. She conned a woman into driving her to Florida, and she ended up in a hospital. Everything ended up messed up. And guess who had to go and rescue her from Florida? Her parents. Because she is not capable of taking care of herself. And she didn't do anything she should have done to plan for and get everything established in Florida for her to be in a nursing home where she should be. So for her to sit there and say they won't do that, that just proves that they're good parents and damn good caregivers.
In my opinion.
Do you have a caseworker?
Yes, I do.
What's that relationship like?
The caseworker has said, "Hey, Faith, like, I would love for you to do that, but, like, they're just worried about distance. And so is my family. But I know in my heart of hearts that I can do it if given the chance."
Again, she had that chance. She took it, and then her parents had to rescue her.
But also, my brain works faster than my body. So do I think in my head that I can go and walk a lap around a park? In my head, yeah. In my body, no.
I'm not quite sure what she's trying to insinuate here or trying to make people believe, but that actually is for anybody, any human being alive. Most people think of doing things in their mind that they can't do because their body won't allow it. And this is for anybody, even healthy people. So I don't actually know what she's trying to say here. It struck me as weird because she does like to use her disability to make people feel sorry for her.
They want me to ask about the GoFundMes. Have you had GoFundMes?
One, yeah.
So technically there's two. There's the first one, which is help me move out of my house, which started at $20,000. She did make, I think it was like $498 on it. People started figuring out that it was kind of a scam, so they stopped donating to it. However, when you click on it, it is no longer there. Now, the second one here is where she's asking people to help her get out of debt. That has been put up to $50,000. Now, some think that she just changed the title of the original GoFundMe, which she might have done. Either way, it was two GoFundMes, one of them to move out when she was not planning to move out, and this one to help her get out of debt.
Did you use the money other than what the GoFundMe was for?
It was for moving. And again, like I will say, my brain thinks I can do all of these things, and my body and my safety is something I don't think about in that moment. So I fight tooth and nail day and night to be able to leave. And then at some point, I say, okay, like, I'm exhausted. I'm tired of fighting. I give up. And at the end of the day, yeah, did I use the money for something other than moving? Yes. And I did that. And honestly, it should not matter what I used it for.
Okay, so I can already see my subscribers sitting there yelling at their phone or their TV, whatever they're watching this on. I can already see and hear you guys getting pissed off. First of all, I don't know what that word salad was that she said at the beginning of this. The question was, did you use any of that money for moving? The answer was no. So the word salad of, again, my brain works faster than my body, that had nothing to do with any of this. She knows fully that she cannot move out. She understands right from wrong. She is fully functioning in the brain section. So then she comes out and just tells the truth. Like, fuck it. I don't know how much more I can make up, so let me just tell the truth finally. And she finally says it. It doesn't matter what I spent that money on. And that's where you're wrong, Faith. You told everybody you needed that money to move. You knew you could not move. So you deceived everybody who gave you money on that GoFundMe. And not just on the GoFundMe, but there were a few people that gave you money behind the scenes for moving in the amount of thousands of dollars. So you deceived and you scammed these people.
Because if people can't understand that a gift, when you send it and it goes to someone's bank account, just like I said,
the GoFundMe doesn't work that way. You can get in trouble for not using it for what you had the GoFundMe for.
That's actually a crime.
That's a crime. That really is. I'm telling you this as somebody like who's actually trying to look at things in a bigger picture. You can't do that. So how much money did you make off of this GoFundMe?
$400.
400?
Yeah.
Can anybody confirm if that's correct? I just
nothing less.
I mean,
you probably should have given that back. I'm gonna be honest, because if you didn't, at any point, you should.
Go ahead.
I just think that you should probably return that. I mean, you should have records of it.
And that's the thing. I've never said I wouldn't give the money back, and that's what people don't understand. I said if I am able to, which I am not at the moment. If I am able to, I will give that $400 back.
Awesome. So you get disability every month. You just got your disability payment. Pay it back.
Right now, that can't happen.
Well, I think what we should work on here is not gifting other people. Yeah. Let's stop for right now. Let's no more gifting. I think we just need to not gift.
Yeah, honestly, don't see her stopping that. That is how she gets the attention that she wants from people. Instead of just coming out and being herself, which would get her way more attention than her going to people like the Island Boys and throwing thousands of dollars of gifts at them on TikTok. If she just came out and was herself, people would give her the attention she's seeking. People would enjoy watching her, talking to her, gifting her. But she doesn't do that. She thinks as long as she goes to these bigger creators like the Island Boys and throwing thousands of dollars worth of gifts at them, that all of a sudden their followers are going to come to her and then they are going to acknowledge her more and all this other stuff. Unfortunately, the Island Boys don't care about her. They don't care about, well, anybody that follows them as long as they're giving them money. That's the only thing they care about. So, yeah, it's not going to stop. Unfortunately, it's not going to stop until she runs out of money and nobody else is giving her money. Here's the thing. She's confused about this gifting thing. Well, if you gifted that money to me, then I shouldn't have to give it back. There's a difference between just randomly gifting because you're live and you're just talking and engaging with your followers. And then there's that whole side of, I need money to move. Can you help me? And people gift you money to help you move. You deceived them even with the gifts on TikTok. You owe not only that $400 plus the thousands of dollars that you were given behind the scenes, you also owe back the money of the gifts that people gave you when you asked them for money to help you move.
And we need to, I really think that could be a start for you by paying these people back and taking accountability that it was wrong. Do you have regrets about this GoFundMe? Yes. Yeah, do you have, sorry, you're muffled again. Do you have regrets about the GoFundMe? Would you, if you could go back in time, what would you have done differently?
I would have put a disclaimer. That's what I would have done.
What would the disclaimer have said?
That disclaimer would have said, these are non-refundable gifts.
Oh, face! Come on, Faith. What the?
Why?
Because you were asking for money for something in particular, and then you used it for something.
Yeah, but they're still non-refundable.
I absolutely adore the interviewer here. She was just as shocked and blown away by this answer as anybody else was. No, Faith, they're not non-refundable. if you scam somebody for money, whether it's through gifts or donations, GoFundMe, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Chime, whatever the hell you use to scam people, when you have scammed them, that money rightfully should go back to them. Even with a disclaimer like these are non-refundable donations. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's not. You could refund them. That is.
And they can even now.
Yeah, you could still refund them. I assume that $9,000 that you owe in debt, that you have in debt, isn't to these people, right?
No.
Okay.
Who are you in 9K debt to?
Loans.
Yes, she's in debt about $9,000 to her loans, but she's in debt a couple $1,000s more to people on TikTok.
Personal loans?
Yeah.
How did they approve you for loans? Do you have credit to be able to be approved for these loans?
Yeah.
But you didn't have to verify income?
Of course I did. I verified income until I separated with my job on July 11th.
Okay. I mean, the other thing is like they want to ambush you with Dalton wants to ambush you right now, and like, oh, I got the receipts on. What do you got to say about whatever they're going to try to say? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know.
Who's Dalton? Faith.
Please don't let him up. I will leave.
I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody.
It's like $1,400 is the allegation or something like that, right?
You owe him money or something?
Okay, so Dalton is somebody that she owes over $1,000 to, that he gave her for the moving expenses, but this was done behind the scenes, not through the GoFundMe, not through gifts, or he did it through gifts. I can't remember, but he still gave her money specifically for the moving. I know he gave her like 4 lions or something like that. But yeah, either way, there's more to this. She didn't want Dalton going up in a box because then the interviewers would have heard the absolute truth about everything. So that's why she threatened to leave if they bring Dalton up. Now, Dalton was not going to ambush anybody. He is a very sweet person. I've seen him talk about this situation. I have heard from other people how down to earth and how giving this person is. So yeah, he wasn't planning on ambushing anybody, but she was so terrified of Dalton getting into a box just because he didn't want all of what she has just told everybody to be proven a lie.
No, I do not, because he sent it through gifts.
Through gifts?
He sent me 7 lions.
Okay, so I just sat here and did the math. So a lion is worth $400 on TikTok. So if he sent 7 lions, that would have been $2,800. Now, TikTok takes 50% of everything you get on TikTok, especially with the gifts. So that means she would have received $1,400 from Dalton. That's where the $1,400 is coming from. And this was, again, him being under the impression that she was using this money to move.
So did he send it through gifts or he sent it to you on something else?
Gifts. I have Dalton, what is your Cash App? Say it in the chat. I will prove it to you right now. Dalton has never sent me money on any other platform.
He didn't send you money to help you move?
Again, he did.
Oh, I keep dropping my headphone.
It was all through gifts on TikTok. It was not through Cash App or anything else. And honestly, Kaylee, would you expect you as a person, if someone sent you a gift in good faith and in willingness, because Dalton can say whatever he wants about he felt bad or he felt guilty, that's not my problem. If you don't want to send it because you don't feel right and you know that if it's not going to work out, you're going to send it back, because I know he knows that.
Yes, keep talking, Faith, because you just make yourself worse and worse and worse as you go on. I don't think she realizes people are actually pressing charges against her, and that the more she talks and tells the truth like this, it's going to hurt her really bad. You are the one that made Dalton and everybody else feel bad for you. They didn't feel bad for you on their own. You pushed that whole woe is me narrative. I'm being abused. I have to move out. Please help me move out. I need money to move out. That was why he gave you the lions. It was his way of giving you money to move out. You knew from the moment it came out of your mouth that you needed money to move out, that you were not moving out. This is your fault. This is all your fault. You did this. You lied, you deceived these people, and you stole their money. Then you used it, and now you're telling them it was their fault for giving it to you? No.
Then don't do it. Period.
Honestly, I think everybody should just stop gifting her, period, for any reason. She's not going to appreciate it. She feels like she's entitled to your money. And two, when she deceives you and scams you, she's going to blame you.
I think gifts are weird when, like, the gifting thing is weird because, like, people, I will say this, like, people will be like, oh, I subscribed to you, then you blocked me after they were, like, talking trash about me somewhere, and then they think I should pay them back. And I think that's stupid. I'm not going to pay you back because now I don't know what the situation is with you, but I'm definitely not paying somebody back that only subscribed to me to be a jerk. So I don't know. I'm going to do more research, but okay. So they're saying, okay, listen. So y'all, the gifting thing, I don't know. So y'all, I will say that that's weird. That is weird. I don't know. I don't understand this. If you give someone on TikTok, you're gifting for
something
entertainment, I thought. Not.
And I totally see where Kaylee's coming from this. Like, yes, normally when you are live, like Kaylee's live right then, and people are gifting her. It's just like when I'm live on YouTube and I get super chats. It's people saying, thank you for your platform. Thank you for your content. Thank you for the work that you put into your channel. Things like that. Now, the difference here is he didn't just gift her 7 lions to say thank you for coming online. He gifted her 7 lions because she was asking for help to move. Gifting is the same thing as giving them money because it gets turned into money at the end of the week. TikTokers get paid on the Wednesdays. All the money, all the gifts that they accumulated throughout the week, if they don't save them to re-gift to other people, then those gifts get transferred into money, which gets transferred into their PayPal or whatever else they use. That's the thing here. It's not about, oh, he just gifted her 7 lions because he fucking felt like it. No, he gifted her 7 lions because he was under the impression she was being abused at home and needed to move out and was planning to move out with that money.
I said, like, hey, if you guys want to help, you can. No one is obligated to. No one is anything. But if you guys want to help, you can. Just like if you want to sub, you can do that. If you want to complete the live goal, you can do that.
Yeah, again, there is a huge difference between completing the live goal, which is getting 3 or 5 of the same thing, and also just giving gifts for the hell of it. And you saying, I need money to move. If you can help, please do. You're not obligated to. Great. You told him they weren't obligated to, but he did, and other people did. And they were deceived into actually helping you. That is the whole issue here. You deceived them into helping.
If Dalton comes up here and says, oh, you forced me to gift you, that's bullshit.
Well, obviously, because nobody can force somebody.
Yeah, Dalton has never once said that he was forced to give her any, like, what the fuck? Oi.
because he felt guilty and because he felt bad.
It's Brittany, bitch. It's Brittany, bitch. It's Brittany, bitch.
Yeah, that whole Britney thing is not me. It's the host of the live stream. But what do you mean he felt guilty? You are the one that put the guilt trip on everybody. Well, not even a guilt trip. You just made everybody feel bad for you. You made everybody feel sorry for you. That's what you did. Stop trying to blame everybody else because Faith, little girl, this is all you're doing. Every bit of it. So there you go. And trust me, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Just the tip of the iceberg. Oh my God, this isn't even. There's so much. So much. I guess I'm preparing you guys along with myself because this girl's going to be a lot of work. Anyways, there's your introduction to Faith from TikTok. Yeah, the frustration is real with this one. Anyways, I am very sorry that it took me longer to get this out. Like I explained in my post, more information kept coming at me every day. I took that information, I had to vet the information before I could use the information, and that did take time because I had to wait for responses, I had to wait for proof to be shown to me. So, yeah, a lot of this stuff has been left out of this first video, and will be covered in the second or third video. I'm pretty sure there will be even more videos because it does not seem like she's going to stop. Because according to her, she's done nothing wrong and well, she's entitled to everybody's money. It's just what is it with TikTok? Really? And then it's just one thing after another. It's one scammer after another scammer after another scammer. And when you think you've seen the worst one, you get another one. And you're like, oh God, I thought I saw the worst. No. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Be safe. Bye, guys.